The DESCHMODDANCE system. Well, actually, there was no system as such. You see, dance, it's too big to be encompassed by any one system. Of course, we taught basic dance techniques, but our pupils were encouraged to experiment and to find their own way. We only supplied the food for the dancer, and once consumed, their individual interests dictated their dancing directions.
Oh, Ted was the driving force at our DESCHMODDANCE school in California. There's no question about that. From first to last, his conceptual and organizational abilities were infinitely stronger than mine. Papa, as he was called by his students, was a brilliant instructor who taught with great clarity. Whenever he explained a move or an idea to a young dancer, they understood right away. In contrast, I was never very good at teaching. My job was to supply atmosphere and inspiration. And believe me, Miss Ruth could inspire like hell.
But you see, DESCHMODDANCE was more than a school. It was also the name for a performing company. Of course, today, when you look at an early DESCHMODDANCE playbill, the company names read like a who's who in American dance. Among others, we had Martha Graham, Charles Weidman, and Doris Humphrey. They were all great dancers and destined to become even greater teachers and choreographers. We toured. We did vaudeville. We also produced spectaculars, like the dance pageant of 1916. Now that we staged at the Greek Theater in Berkeley.
Oh, the Greek theater show was an immense undertaking. We had over 100 dancers. In order to prepare the needed sets and costumes and props, we had to transport the entire DESCHMODDANCE school to Berkeley. I'm particularly fond of this production because it was here that Ted and I first presented Tillers of the Soil, a piece many believe to be our finest duet. But like many of our dance extravaganzas, the Greek theater show was much too expensive. And even though 10,000 people attended, we lost money. So it was back to vaudeville.
Oh, no, we didn't particularly like vaudeville. But in order to survive, we had to adapt our choreography to the marketplace. Sure, vaudeville certainly would have been a lot easier for us if we had been a tap dancing troupe. But we were something totally new, something no one had ever seen before. Many DESCHMODDANCE dances revealed my fascination with classic themes. And probably the most obvious is my interpretation of Adonis in Adagio Pathetique.
Certain dances of mine were called music visualizations, where my actions were translated directly into the music's structure. My Brahms waltz and Liebestraum were such music visualizations. So were my Schubert waltzes.